Well, remember, these are just my thoughts and my opinions, and I might be a crazy bipolar person, but I think I'm only looking for the truth. And if you think that I'm not speaking the truth and you can help me out, come to the truth because I think that's the voyage of life. So if you could help me out, let me know. My, like I said, my opinions, my thoughts. I won't get into the Taylor Swift Kanye thing yet. I got a TikTok made with it. Maybe I'll just throw it on. Hi, emoji person. Hey, look what I found. Know how I tell you my clothes always get stolen and stuff, and AOT. And I'm fucking serious. I fucking have memories with my clothes. And this one, it really ticks me off. I try and tell my wife, I was like, hey, like these things actually, like, look, I think I got that our third time in Montreal. So I seen it in the dryer. I went to check to see if the dryer was fucking available, and there's my shirt. Now it's like I'm just gonna grab that while I can. But yeah, this brings back a lot of memories. I met Joe Rogan. We went to one of his comedy shows, and he invited us out back afterwards if we wanted to chat. And so we took the opportunity to go chat with him. He seemed like just a normal dude, OT. I'm serious. Like, dead serious. Like, just he treated everybody like they were just fucking normal. And the crew that was around, I think, some guy did offer him weed. I think the guy that offered him weed was offended. Joe Rogan's like, no, 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 but don't try and slip that in my fucking hands. No, I don't want your shit, but I don't know you. I'm in a different country. I got people I far more trust more than you. I have to have some weed. But I don't know. I think Joe Rogan can be bought. Do you? Because I'll tell you an episode where I don't trust Kid Rock anymore. And Joe Rogan actually showed me where his loyalties lie. You know what I mean? I'll explain it. It was the Kid Rock. If you want to go watch it, Kid Rock, Joe Rogan, they were together and they were talking. And you know how Kid Rock was the one who shot up the Bud Light, made the big spotlight, and everybody actually fucking paid attention, right? What are they trying to do here? Why are they trying to pour Dylan Mulvaney down our throats? But anyways, and I don't think Kid Rock came straight out of a trailer, neither OT. Because if I wasn't lied to, and the house that I was showed that he grew up in, it might be a house that you would think that he could live in today, possibly. You know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe that's a lie. You know what I mean? Do these artists lie about where they come from? Anyways, so, and it's just little things with me, OT. But in there, Kid Rock talks about how he went and partied with the CEO of Bud Light, and he's a good guy, and that we shouldn't hold anything against Bud Light because they, of course, they support the veterans, right? They support the veterans. You gotta really put her in there, right? You go against these guys, you guys are going against your veterans. But anyways, But within that interview or that conversation, they pretty much say anybody who's still got a problem with Bud Light is just a fucking loser. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. I was like, "You were the one that caused the big ruckus," and I thought there was a ruckus to be made too, to be honest. Like, did they not think that that was gonna cause some backlash? Like, who's purchasing their products? You know what I mean? I mean, hey, if you wanna have special edition packs that people can buy or whatever, I don't know, fuck. Anyways, yeah, I thought that that was awfully, awfully weird because Dana the big thing was is Dana just signed with Bud Light too, right? Sponsory. I'm quite sure with that sponsors, Dana said, "Don't worry, we'll clean up your act for you. It'll all be golden and it'll all be good." Bill Gates will do well on his Bud Light investments because when Bud Light was hitting the skids, Bill Gates was buying. You know, check her out for yourself. That's what I heard. There was reports. Could you imagine? He knows it's a sinking ship, but imagine if you had some inside information where you could get in on the stocks because you knew what was going to happen. I'm just saying, because I was really disappointed in Joe Rogan when he said that about people who thought, "Hey," it's just like, fuck, man. You guys just don't care. You're all just for one another, eh? Not that Joe Rogan doesn't do good and shows people shit. And, was this a fake? Was the shot good for us? And Joe Rogan's the shit stirrer. Fuck, you know what I mean? But I'm just not on board with Kid Rock. I think he's another poser. And I only think this, and I don't like these liars need to be exposed if they're liars. But Jeremy from the quartering said that he had it on high authority that Kid Rock's a closet homosexual and he goes out in the streets of Tennessee looking for dick. I didn't fucking say it. I got to think that because why would Jeremy from the quartering lie? You know what I mean? And I know that Kid Rock didn't grow up in a trailer. He grew up like, I don't even know if that's real. What's up, loyal pit bulls? How's it going? Fuck. But he's a rebel without a cause. Carl, your wife needs a debit card. Why does my wife need a debit card, bud? You got a puppy? Mm. I haven't listened to JRE in a long time, bud. But you gotta say that they would side with Dana, right? They would do they would do that for a bro, right? What if Dana is Mark Zuckerberg's handler and that's why he works for Meta now? Like Dana doesn't have enough like, come on. It's just a fucking paycheck, right? It's for Mark Zuckerberg causing treason, right? And not having to pay for it. He's just got new handlers. You know what I mean? Because I don't think Biden's handlers ever went to fucking prison or got told who they are, who sold the world out from the administration to cause Mark Zuckerberg to fucking cause treason. Right? Who else did Donald Trump say with? Oh, it was the administration. It wasn't Donald Trump himself. You guys remember when Jeff Bezos was going to try and warn you guys, hey, our product's so high because of the tariffs. You got to pay the tariffs. And we're going to show you the added on tariff price. And the Trump administration, because that question got asked in a thing about Zuckerberg doing that. And did that not mean that the American people were paying the tariffs? And well, Carolyn said Jeff Bezos is colluding with China. That's treason. Vintage, how's it going? I was just thinking about you. So yeah. So and Carolyn got asked too. Like just the other day, Trump was praising Bezos. Well, Donald knows how to separate business and his friendships. How could you have a friendship with someone who would collude with China? Like, how could you be friends? Like, this is how stupid they are. And they tell you, and you, ah. I'm trying to think of why I was like, I haven't seen Vintage in a while. I was like, well, I wonder what she's up to. Fuck. All right, let's talk about this on my TV screen. So on this video that I've watched, it's actually a Forbes breaking video, but it's a clip of CNN. Okay. Jake Tapper. I think he's tapped in the wrong way, but we'll talk about it. Maybe not. So- but anyways, Donald Trump's all in a fury because Somalians have taken Americans for billions of dollars. Okay. And I say rightfully so. If someone's stealing from the American people, he should be pissed off and he should be saying shit and he should be saying, how do we get that money back? And how do we get it to the people it was stolen from? But that's not going to happen, right? We'll just play back and forth ping pong with our lips. What the people should know. So Jake Tapper's on here with Ilya Omar, okay? Or whatever her name is. I'm not purposely trying to destroy it. So they show a clip from Trump. And just like I said yesterday or whenever it was the other day, I said, I'm pretty sure I heard she married her fucking brother. Like, is that okay? Like, is that a message that you guys want your like this is who you want as your leaders to fucking spread messages around? Someone who would fucking like this can't be real, right? That's why I say, guys, let me know where it might not be. And lo and behold, Donald Trump right there, and I can't believe CNN even showed it. Donald Trump says, like, she's married to her brother. Like, there's something wrong there. And then he goes on about the Somalians and blah, blah, blah. So in the video, Jake Tapper, and he has Ilya Omar right there. Now, I don't know if you guys heard that clip, but the first fucking thing I would have been asking if I was the newscaster going, that can't be real, right? You're not really married to your fucking brother, are you? But instead, they just skip that whole fucking thing. And then when it comes to her, she's pissed off because CNN has played that fucking part of the clip. You can see in her face. Like they just said, my fucking brother was my husband. Because you would think she, if her brother wasn't her husband, that would have been the first thing that she came out and said. First thing I want to clear up that Mr. Donald Trump said is my brother is not my fucking husband. You are a fucking mental case who buys onto rumors. That way, she could have made Donald Trump look like an idiot, and I could have stopped thinking such idiotic things. You know what I mean? What kind of politician would be in the American government married to a fucking slave? But the weird part is, she stands up for the Somalian people who have fucking stolen from the American people. Instead of saying, hey, this is not who Somalians are, this is just a few fucking people that took advantage of a fucking put together system. And Donald Trump should be mad because we, as Somalians who want to be Americans, shouldn't be fucking stealing from the people we want to be. You know what I mean? But none of that shit. It's Donald Trump's right. I don't think she's good for your guys' country. I don't think she loves you very much. Not at all. But hey, I gotta agree with Donald when I agree with him. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, it's I'm I'm in fucking left field in this world, man. I don't fit in. It's all fucked up. And it's probably because it's with the devil, I would say. It's a big old battle protector. It don't know what the fuck it should do. It don't know enough to stand up for its children. It don't know enough not to have like how can that just fucking go by? And fuck like the simplest shit, man. It's this fucking Ten Commandments thing, man. I fucking can't get past it. I fucking can't get past it. If someone breaks them, I gotta say, hey, those are the rules to be with God. What are you doing? Thou shalt not kill. Why are you the fucking Department of War? Why is Pete Hegseth got a fucking trail NDAs with women? I'm a little worried there for women. Can we fucking ask the questions? Hey, Pete, can we? Oh, fuck. And you got to think that guy with all the stories, he might have a drinking problem. Okay. Fucking tough. Fucking, that's not, you don't want an angry fucking man. Fucking, and that Jesus tattoo, it's ridiculous. You don't know is it even a Jesus tattoo or is it some other club? Club Fed? I'm not saying all the feds are with Satan, but I would say probably a lot. You know what I mean? Anybody who's holding on to information, it's probably because they're scared. They don't want to be shitty people. It's because they're too fucking scared of the repercussions of fucking trying to fucking help people. Fuck. It's a bad situation that we're here in the world. Vintage. Can you imagine? Like this happened in Honolulu. Someone leaked a video of someone being fucking gang in front of a camera, but they had shields over top while they had their way with somebody. And that personally made someone else sick to their stomach. And they thought the world should know what was happening. And they let it leak. And they're a horrible person in their country now. A traitor. A traitor that would let the world know how they would treat prisoners. Fucking traitor. Like, you get how fucking stupid this is, eh? We punish fucking good people. Punish the fuck out of them because we're too scared. We're too scared. But fucking, we're look at this fucking dorks we're scared of, vintage. Look at them. George Soros and Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates and Noah Harari and Donald Trump and all these fucktards who are just nothings. They have paper. They have no exit plan. They just have a plan for right now. And that's where they're failing. You don't fuck with God. Because when you fuck with the people, you fuck with God. And they don't get that. And karma, it counts for every individual soul that you ever touched. You know? How, like, fuck, do we not get this? How could we want this for ourselves, vintage? Hey? Who could be that fucking stupid? But yet there is, eh? But are they that stupid? Is George Soros really that stupid? He got us to buy onto his stupidity, right? The art of perceptions. Little philosopher king. He might want to call them the art of perceptions. It's kind of like the art of the deal. Fucking make you believe what I want you to believe, and I'll fucking prosper off of it. Fuck. Who wants to pay for their own slavery? Well, vintage, I don't like talking bad about America, but I gotta say what I can feel the truth is, right? But Canada's no better. It's just dumb. You just said it right there. We pay for it. We are paying for our own fucking destruction and our mind fucking. You know what I mean? Over here in Canada, we pay for the CBC. They spoon feed us whatever the fucking government wants them to, even though we fucking pay them. They should be working for us. And if the government's the problem, they should be exposing it. Fuck. In Canada, seriously, vintage. It just went out of business. Canadians invested $10 million into a fucking bug factory to eat fucking crickets or what the fuck it was. It went tits up. Got 8 jobs for I don't know how long. It wasn't even that long. 8 jobs it created. $10 million invested. It's taxpayers' money. Unbelievable. Now we got the fucking battery plant going out by Windsor. That's fucking who the fuck pays businesses to come to their communities? It's fucked up, man. We have to pay for our jobs. Our tax dollars are paying for our fucking jobs. And that like we wonder why we're fucking constantly going in debt. Like fuck man. But yeah, back to Ilya. She should be telling her people, like I said, hey people, we 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 got to turn these people in that are ripping off our brothers and sisters that we want to be. Because we don't want to be like those people. They want to hurt the people we want to be like. But who knows? So, anyways, vintage. And anybody else who's watching out there, pitballs. I had this great idea. We could all come together and have Taylor Swift help save the world. Hey, we could get Taylor to come together, her being the left and Candace being the right, right? And Taylor could show what a true woman does and stands behind another woman. But first, she's got to find out if Candace is a woman to stand behind because what's going on with fucking Candace right now if they're trying to assassinate her? You think the FBI would come out with this fucking statement saying Candace Owens is a complete lunatic and fucking liar? But no, that's not happening. So you think Taylor could come out and say, hey, and she could boldly come out to Donald Trump and say, Donald, please find out what's going on in France. Because if Miss Macron is a mister, me being the trans activist I am, I can't sit around and let someone be fake. They need not be ashamed of who they are. You know what I mean? But if she's hiding who she is and she's trying to hurt one of my fellow sisters here in America, because maybe, just maybe, if she's trying to hide who she is, maybe Candace is right about the whole satanic thing. And maybe there's other satanic leaders within the world leaders. Who knows? You know what I mean? And it would be beautiful. It would be beautiful, vintage. She could ask Donald, she could say, hey, or do you already know? Because Candace said you had paperwork where you already know. Plus, you tried to silence her by saying that there wouldn't be peace if she spoke. That's a heavy burden to lay on somebody to keep them quiet, eh? Vintage. I seem to think that Donald Trump knows exactly who they are, and he's playing a game with them, perhaps. Taylor Swift could expose that and help save the world. And well, that'd be because of Candace, right? Because she came to a fellow woman's aid. And well, Where was Candace inspired to know that she had the power if she laid within the truth? Well, she was inspired by Kanye West, right? So there we go. A reunion with Tay Tay and Kanye, and they help save the world, eh? Fuck, isn't that beautiful? Wouldn't that be fucking beautiful? Eh? We could live in a beautiful world because Kanye and Tay Tay came together again. You know what I mean? And my wife's investments in fucking Tay Tay would really pay off. You guys could have a marketable saviors. But really, they could only help because they have a big influence over minds, Vintage. They can't save the world, but they could certainly help people open up their fucking minds. You know what I mean? Hey guys, there might be a whole different truth out there than you fucking could even imagine. Veil's about to get lifted. Hang tight, motherfuckers. Hey, eyes open. How would that veil lifting fucking be for you, brother? Hey? That's why you're here to silence me, keep me thinking I'm crazy. You don't want to find out otherwise, do you, pumpkin? Because you know you're a pedal protector and you still do it. So there's got to be other reasons for you to come after me. Hey? Ah, Tay and Kanye. I thought that was brilliant. Uh, See what a creative genius I am. Too bad I don't have a fucking platform to get to these people, eh? People aren't into sharing my stuff. And if it is, it's usually me dancing. Or someone he's spraying lies about me. I don't know. I don't know. I wish people knew vintage. Honestly, I wish people knew God was real. And the most important thing to God is that you be in the truth, who and what you are, and outside of you. And you think that would be important, right? Jesus said that's what he was, the truth. He's represented as the logos. You know what I mean? I don't know. Jesus is the harder road right now. Or the truth, however you want to take it. You know what I mean? I'm not here to push Jesus on anybody. I'm just here to say, hey, he's a great character to follow. You know what I mean? But if you get in that character without even knowing who he is, then hey, maybe you'll do all right. But you have to want the truth to be in his character. So what if we found out he was the truth? But hey, what if we came together, us people who are supposed to be in Christ? We did come together, and then we found out that, and we pushed through, and we conquered, and we found out what the truth was, and the truth wasn't Jesus. How could you take that? No, I'm pretty sure he's real, but how could people take that? Still, I wouldn't care. I'd say, hey, Jesus still saved the world. You know what I mean? He inspired us enough to want the truth, and well, then we found out he wasn't the truth. But hey, he got us the truth, so he is the truth. Unity is the answer. Well, loyal pipples. Yes, you are very right. And at the same time, separation. You know what I mean? I feel like Jesus said there was going to be a time where you got to make up your mind. If you're gonna be in the truth, and there's others who just don't wanna be in the truth, and they wanna continue to hurt you. Now, I'm not saying, "Hey, always try and help people get better," you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean bringing them around you if they've hurt you immensely, you know what I mean? Like Jesus said, there's gonna be fucking separation. There's gonna be people who don't wanna accept the truth. They don't wanna be better. They fucking just I can't and vintage, it's because they fucking make everything so fucking complicated in this world. They fucking just you have to do this to accomplish it and fucking this and, "Oh, it's this, it's fucking, this" you have to all these different fucking oh, oh, oh. It just boils down to that. It's all it boils down to. Put your brain on God. Put your brain on the truth. Because this thing that people call love, this is fucking gross, vintage. It's gay. I mean, I don't mean it's, I don't mean homosexual gay. I mean, it's fucking, it's like, oh man. It's like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to fucking say. I wanna scream out and just fucking lose my mind and just say, like, "Guys, go look at Bryce Crawford. That is not somebody in Christ. That is fucking gross. I love you, brother. Take on the name Jesus. I'll just he died for your sins and just be happy and know that you can be happy in just that fucking name." And, ah, no, you grow with Jesus. You have to evolve with Jesus. The truth doesn't come easy when you've been mind fucked and controlled for so long. Oh man, the true meaning of words have been misconstructed over time. Well, yeah, bud, they have. The meaning of Israel is to wrestle with God, right? Everybody takes it as a chunk of land. No, in order to be with God, you got to overcome and conquer. And you have to know your strength and your power, and you have to like not let people fucking knock you down if you think you have the truth. But don't be ignorant. They can show you where they're wrong. Let them show you and accept it if they're right. And if they're not right, then stand in your truth and say, no, you have no evidence. You're trying to fucking gaslight me. Make it make sense. Simplify it. But I don't know. Fuck. Sometimes I think to myself, vintage, I'm like, I've got to be crazy. I fucking have got to be fucking crazy. There's no way this shit that I think is going on. The world cannot be this fucking shitty. And no one else fucking really catch on, but some do catch on to the conspiracies and stuff like that. But to really know the truth of, you know, it's your responsibility to fix problems if you're fucking spiritually awake, because that's what spiritually awake people do. They realize there's problems and they know they gotta get in the spirit of God and they gotta fucking move forward and try and solve those problems. But fuck, man, when there's a bunch of people who don't wanna use their brains, vintage, it gets frustrating. Very, very frustrating. You know what I mean? I try and tell them, "Hey, I'm the Mashiach. I'm the fucking chosen one. I'm this, I'm that." I'm just the one that's gotta fucking let these dorkmas know that I'm not the only one. They're all Mashiachs, and they all need to see it and believe it. Or maybe there's a bad ending. I don't fucking know. But I do know, and I have a strong feeling that there's you fucking endure to the end. You take the brain pain of all these motherfuckers, vintage. There's a good times coming. But here's the deal. I fucking read some shit and I got all twisted yesterday and Marty was sniping me and I'm like, as much as I'm miserable right now, you know what I mean? And I think that's the way God wants it. I also know that once I get away from the disbelief, my life could be a whole lot happier. You know what I mean? Fucking a whole lot better. If I wasn't a captive, I hate saying it, but it's fucking true, man. Like, oh fuck, man. If I took if I left because I wanted to, and I was gonna risk their way of fucking living, I would become very crazy very fast and get a phone call on me. I know that. I fucking wholeheartedly don't wanna say it, but I fucking know it. All I wanted was this whole time was just for someone to talk to me. Just try and understand where I was coming from, and you would think that that person would be your wife, and it breaks my heart, man. Would you shut up, please? Like, fuck. You would have to be an idiot to pick people who hurt you over God. You would have to be an idiot to go to hell for the fucking same thing that's willing to put you through hell when God loves you and he wants you to fucking be with him. And if you're around people who fucking don't want good for you, or I can't even explain it. This is not like my wife's fucking like back to me. You know what fuck? This is where they get you. Like, ah, I have the right to be with God. I have the fucking right to be happy. I have the right to face my fucking accusers and not have them fucking run because they fucking can. There should be somewhere to go for help. Well, I know the police can't help you. I know the brain doctors aren't gonna fucking help you. Actually, those fuckers all hurt ya. Who do you go to? Thought about my MP. I fucking look him up. There's a big Hanali participation fucking badge sitting there. How the fuck do you tell this guy, hey, you want to tell your friends in Hanali they're not fucking following the fuck commandments? Like those are have tos. Like, get a fucking brain, you twitwads. Fuck, you can't be God's chosen people fucking breaking his commandments and thinking you're good. Like, fuck, get rid of your leadership. Get on the right track. Fuck. Hey? But instead, I'm a crazy person. Crazy. Fuck. They're not my commandments, they're your God's. My father's. I decide to fucking abide by them and fucking I'm a crazy person by thinking, hey, if I should tell you guys are fucking breaking these commandments and you guys want to think there's God. Fucking you're stupid. Sorry, you're ignorant. If I don't tell you, you'll never fucking know. Can you imagine vintage being the leader of like Netanyahu is and knowing God's commandments and being the way that he is? Guys, go listen to Pete Hegseth and tell me that's a man of God. I'll tell you, he's got a lot of brand new churches going up. Him and JD Vance. Now, you guys want to talk about that Rob McCoy and all these brand new fucking churches? Maybe that's something we should all look into, eh? JD Vances and his church advances. I don't know. You guys trust fucking Peter Thiel? Hey, is that the guy you want to put your fucking kid's future in? Sam Altman? No, you trusting what's going into our kids' brains that he's fucking releasing in there? Fuck. Just because they tell you something's smarter than you doesn't make it smarter than you. You know what I mean? Especially when that Candace has it lying. I've seen other people asking for fucking the rules to get to heaven and fucking that missing some. Fuck, man. Have it so nobody fucking tries to learn anymore. There's already something there to tell us what we need to know. So we never need to know anything. And we never know that our brains are being run by fucking something other than us. And we just comply because, well, Noah Harari and his drugs and video games. But don't worry, it won't be fentanyl. You guys will take Venezuela out. Over and out. We took them by sea and now we're going to take them by land. And well, now it's Machado's land. Because she's the greatest humanitarian next to Trump, even though she got the award. Nobel Peace Prize winning Machado there, vintage. I did not consent 20 years ago, and I still don't. And that's all you got to do is not consent and talk to other people about it. That's the Jesus thing to do. The truthful thing to do is say, hey, guys, hey, Christians, hey, my Jewish friends, hey, Muslims. I don't know what their commandments are, but maybe they're around the same or whatever. But what do you guys think? Those commandments mean something? Still country first or God first? And if you're God first, do you tell your country you don't want to be a part of what it's doing? No, 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 no. Right? People don't get that. It's an easy fucking thing, but common sense just ain't common, vintage. You know how common sense that is? 10 commandments, heaven bound. In fact, they sent a guy that'll fucking show you and encompass what you might be like if you actually get in there. Hey, people don't understand what he was saying though. They want to think it's blasphemy when he says, "You, I am in you. So is my Father. Find us. Go inward. Don't be a Squidward. Okay, open that brain. Let's take a look and see what we find is the truth. Okay, let's not be ignorant. Let's not be stupid neither. Ignorant on either side. Ignorant to open our brain or ignorant to other people's information that just doesn't make sense. Well, and God does damn things. Well, vintage. Sometimes we don't see it when we're going through it. But when we're coming out of it and all the suffering we did, and we know that one day it could help somebody so they don't have to suffer like that, it's all kind of worth it. You know what I mean? And you see why God puts you through things so you can gain the wisdom so that you learn how to help others. You learn what it's like to be hurt. So you're not a fucking shithead and go around fucking hurting people. Because maybe there's a bad ending for people who hurt people. And all those fucking people are doing is hurting themselves. And I don't like watching people hurt themselves, but fuck. There's a lot of stupid people in this world that would rather fucking hate. And it's not me they hate, vintage. It's them they hate. because they can never answer any of my questions. Say, hey, let me know where I'm wrong. And they won't. Not a one of them. And I can be wrong. I don't have a problem being wrong. I had rather enjoy it. I've had a voyage of it. It's called stripping away the stupidity. You know what I mean? People don't understand that. Hey, if you've been fucking brain walloped, gonna be reborn. You got there's some shit you're gonna have to let go of. What else do we got going on? Like how you heard our well, little me, how are you, buddy? Like I said, I can't wait to explain this little mystical journey, bud. You don't know the crazy thoughts that I've had, bud. I've told you, bud. I never wanted to be famous, and I had to tell somebody I was having this feeling, and I told my wife, I was like, "I have this fucking feeling I'm gonna be famous. What the fuck would I have this for?" Like, I'm not talking a little famous, Joanna. I'm talking, like, fucking famous. Like, I have this bad feeling, and this is before everything went crazy, and my wife's like, "I don't know," and I was asking her stupid questions like, "Hey, if you were a queen, what kind of queen would you be like?" Fuck, I'd have to say my wife's not queen material right now. You know what I mean? I don't know what Diana was like, but that's the way she wanted to be, was like Diana. Unfortunately, I think my wife would be very nice to people who didn't get in her way, but if you thought differently than her, you might have a fucking price to pay, and I don't think that would be right. You don't need those kind of people leading people, right? Not that I fucking gonna be a king. I just feel like I'm gonna be famous and I don't wanna be, and it's gonna make me fucking I wanna throw up sometimes, vintage. When I fucking think to myself, "Carl, you are the Mashiach. You're gonna have a bunch of fucking vultures just vulturing all over you. Fake love, thinking they can get something off you. A lot of people who fucking pushed you away and treated you like shit, all of a sudden, they're gonna wanna be your business." You know what I mean? I'll have to thank them for the adventure that they took me on, but it's time for them to learn that I learned I didn't really need them and they don't really need me, but I am inside of them and I am on the outside cheering them on. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a hard thing fucking finding yourself, you know what I mean? But if you have some help, and I've left a lot of help out there for people, vintage, they can go back and watch their own performances on their own videos. You know what I mean? I got a little of everything, vintage. I am an undercover agent for God. I do have some videos of the police acting a fool. I do have their videos where I know I have access, acting like fools, proving my points. Anyways, you know what I mean? When you pay attention to what they say, they do act like fools. And I've got what I believe is hospital head physicians trying to fucking gaslight me on audio, vintage. Could you imagine that? On audio. I've got I've got on video Dr. Pogu somewhere, and I've got him throwing me into the hoosegow the very first time and not really telling me why, just saying, "Some friends are concerned." And I'm like, "They're not my friends. I don't know what the fuck's going on here." Fuck. I'm so proud of myself for the way I acted, vintage, because a lot of people would flip the fuck out going, "What is going on here? I didn't do anything." And I'm sitting there going, "I really have to fucking stay here because if I flip the fuck out, then they're really gonna think that I need to be here." You know? fucked up spot. Where was I violent and suicidal? I was telling, fucking, work secrets there, fucking Dimrod. Hey. Huh. Oh, vintage. Remember, forgive those who have hurt you, but that doesn't mean you have to bring them back into your life, you know what I mean? Make sure and you can point them way to help, but the real help is inside of them. Jesus is just waiting to come out, you know what I mean? Keep the hater blockers on. Yeah. Oh, my haters, they can be my haters. I don't hate them, you know what I mean? I do get mad at them. I do, and I do cry for them too, and God knows I'm not lying about that. I can't imagine. I just can't. These people have fucking lied and said the most horrible fucking things about me. Did everything to try and stop me and just fucking it's been gross. It's been really gross. But it built me. It fucking you know what I mean? How could I hate something that helped me so much? I could never hate them. But I can feel sorry for them because I just hope that they can use their own stupidity and build them the way they built me. You know what I mean? Trying to stop your message. I know, I know. But maybe it's time for me to do something, try something. I don't know. I fucking thought, how could I try and get a hold of Jim Brewer? Maybe I could try him. Hey, bud, are you interested in hearing about a God story about a guy who's been thrown in the Hooskow 5 times? Hooskow means hospital for being mentally ill because I was fucking wanting to know the truth the fucking whole time. But when they pushed me too far, I went all mystic. Show me where I'm wrong on my mysticism because I learned a lot from what people would call craziness. I learned who the bad people were by thinking they were good. Jim Brewer is awesome. I hope he's awesome. I hope he's not playing the role of a fucking awesome guy. But Jim Brewer is one of the best actors to ever face on this earth. I'm telling you, okay? If he is, he needs the fucking to pull out the red carpet for fucking Jim Brewer. If he's on the bad side of things, don't recognize that name. We'll have to check him out. Oh, he's great. He's great. He was on Saturday Night Live. He was in that movie Half Baked. Go to yesterday's. He's got a Chris Farley story on the biggest darkness he's ever seen in this world. It's not what you think. You should listen to the story. It's pretty cool. And you could see that, wow, who knows what's happened. Like that's been a long time removed, but you can see that some of these stars maybe weren't bad people. They just fucking were pushed to be fucking the way that they were. Because nobody fucking gave a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say this again because I wholeheartedly believe it. But then again, just because I believe it doesn't make it real. I have a real hard time with Corey Phelps. You know what I mean? I really do. And I'm gonna tell you why, Vintage. Because if you were truly hurt and you truly experienced really, really shitty things, you would wanna expose those people so that other people don't wanna get hurt. If you're spiritual, like Corey likes to say, right? Why can't he do something without fucking making money? Why did he have to make money to expose Charlie Sheen? But now those videos aren't there. They're gone. There's clips. And Charlie Sheen addressed it on one of his fucking million podcasts he's been on lately. I don't know what the fuck they're pushing Charlie Sheen on the world for, but it's really getting pushed. And he addressed it and he just said, I don't know. I don't know what Corey Feldman was my friend. I don't I'd be crazy. Why would Corey Feldman do that? Why would you make up such a horrible thing when you already know Charlie was going through a rough time as it was? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I wonder, like, if I knew that my friend, I would be on video all the time calling out the FBI, saying, let's do some investigations. Talk to these people that were on my documentary because I didn't get the 10 mil I wanted to do the movie. Now, you people, I just can only do a documentary now. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Like, oh, I want, like, it's not that I don't believe that he was a fucking victim. I do believe that he was a victim. I think he's made to be a victim and wants to lay in his victimhood without ever, you know. But anyways, like I said, I question everything vintage, and that was a Jamie Kennedy thing. And I like Jamie Kennedy a lot, and I want him on the right side of things. But I'm just kind of like, the Osbournes are kind of sketchy to me. You know what I mean? I don't know if all of them are, but I'm telling you, that daughter she looks horrible vintage. Oh, and my wife says she looks good. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm sorry, I hate to say her, guys, but I don't know if Ozzy was on the right side of shit. Maybe he was. Maybe Sharon was his handler. I don't fucking know, man. To me, I know the guy who beat his wife and did drugs all the time, did gross out contests. Whether he came to God at the end or not, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you can't say, like, I heard him say he never talked about Satan, but I go to Suicide Solution and you hear Satan, Satan, Satan. You gotta ask yourself, hey, I don't know. These are shit they did. Oh man. I know, and I still listen to Ozzy. I love the song Crazy Train. It's what you make out of it, right? It's what you make out of it. And it's just like it's a beautiful song. You know what I mean? It's just you gotta watch what you're putting in your brain. Anything the devil uses, God can use too, you know what I mean? Because devil's a copycat, right? He's not the OG, he's not the he fucking just a copycat. Mhm. Jim Brewer is hilarious, great family man, speaks on some good conspiracies. Yeah, yeah, pitbulls. Like, when he said, he's like, Dave Chappelle didn't seem like the same guy that came back, when he laughed, the same guy that came in, is a little different. And then you gotta know that Drew Bledsoe, not Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady, football guy, Heisman, he cloned his dog. I don't fucking know. What do we know, eh? We don't know shit. We don't know shit, but they know shit. Oh, Trevor Hubbard knows more than what he's talking about. He knows what Miss Marcone's packing because he had those paperwork packed in his fucking Mar-Lago fucking sheds. Fuck, eh? Could you imagine vintage me getting to Donald Trump? And I'm saying, listen, mister, if you don't watch yourself, you're going to get a blister. So what do you want to do, pumpkin? Are you going to tell the world about the Galactic Federation? Because I'd like to know with the world. I'm in your deep state of fucking not knowing, Donald. Is that Israeli space minister cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? And have we been to Mars? Or is these things that you want us to think? Because he tells us you think and you know about the Galactic Federation of Aliens. The same Galactic Federation of Aliens that the Canadian Defense Minister told us about. And well, I don't know, guys. They're talking about disclosure soon. We might want to get them to disclose before they give us their disclosure when they want on their time. Luna Vachon, I do not think is our friend. But that's only because Stephen Greer, I don't think is our friend. Because if he's a Mossad agent, like Ian Carroll says, I'm not making it up. I don't want Mossad agents. Fucking. Do you guys want Mossad agents in charge of fucking UFO whistleblowers? Do you think there's a chance of some fucked up information, some stuff going on that we're meant to think? Hey? Because I'm telling you, I never really trusted, and I hope he's good. Luis Azoredo. I hope one of them's on the right side, but I thought Stephen Greer was the good guy and Luis was the. But maybe there's multiple ones to fuck our heads and spin us all around which way and that. But if we could just get to Donald Trump and, well, find out about the Galactic Federation of Aliens, he'd know he's fucked. It's time to change, Donald. Change that diaper because you're about to shit yourself, pumpkin. Oh, man. Can you imagine vintage thinking me? I got to go braino a braino against the bad genius over there, Donald Trump. His cognitive stats come back. Well, we'll test them out, eh, vintage? Can you imagine when he comes out looking like a peon? Minority, ordinary, average, non-educated, dumb fuck. I took him down single-handedly. No, I won't, and I can't. I need your people's help to face Donald Trump. Bye. You'd have to want the truth, you know what I mean? Nobody wants the truth. Nobody could give two fucks, but I'll tell you, they'll give a fuck when they get told, vintage. When they get told. And they'll get told how to think. If something does happen, who knows, eh? We could be going to war soon. We don't know. Eh? We have no idea. Is Russia still off Cuba? Do you think there's some nuclear submarines? Do you think America is the only one that's got the nuclear submarines pointed at Russia? I would say no, no, no. I would say Russia is playing tit for tat, and you guys ain't being fucking told about it. But hey, do you guys know that there's been some special training over in Cuba? China, Russia, Congregational Union of, well, training. I wonder if it's the same training that the Chinese government, well, was getting here in Canada. We're training their soldiers for what? I wonder why. Why would why would Justin Trudeau have done that? Well, I'll tell you, Justin Trudeau, his daddy was a fondy of fucking China. And well, if you guys even need to back that up even more, Justin Trudeau's brother wrote books about how great China is. You know what I mean? Imagine that. China, China, China. And well, Justin did tell us the country that he respects most in the world was not the USA. No way it was. It was China. It can turn its economy on a dime because it's got its people under control. They know how to work a slave over there. Can you imagine your prime minister saying that? He respects China. Like, I'm sorry, I don't respect any of our leaders because we're the thing holding China back. Because China should learn that the only fucking things they should have to build are for them and maybe have trades back and forth. But we've given all our stuff over there and then we build them to be big and powerful and off the backs of slaves. All the while, guess who's becoming the new slaves? Hey? We're just fucking becoming the lazy slaves. That's the problem. We're not gonna have any jobs soon. Hey? Not in Canada anyways, but you guys got lots of what is it? AI and weapons for the Middle East, right? This is all stuff for the Middle East. Doesn't make sense to build stuff for other countries like that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if you were wise, or maybe they're setting up the Middle East. They got self-destruct buttons in there. Americans are much cunnier than you know. They've got a protection block. I rebuke slavery. Well, I rebuke it too, but I can't. You know what I mean? I got to make it. I got to make the lie face the truth. I got to keep pushing forward. Vintage. Can't just, you got to put the truth to it. You got to say, you know what I mean? I got to take my truth to the mental hospital. Maybe show people what's going on. Take my truth to the police. But I can't do that right now. Because if they thought I could hurt them, then they'd probably come hurt me first. You know what I mean? I don't care if they want to hurt me, but I can't play stupid, Vintage. You don't play the game stupid. You play it truthfully at all times, but don't set yourself up for failure. Then you're just falling into the devil's trap. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Vintage, have a good one. Pitbulls, if you're still out there, have a good one. OT, if you're still whoever's out there, have a good one, regardless of who you are and what you think of me. And well, let the truth be with you, people. Let it guide you and show you the way. But you may have to fight for your way. Are you ready to fight for Yahweh? See you, everybody.